Welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host, Noah Sundberg. Today we've got your top celebrity gossip, some interesting Easter traditions, and what's trending on Twitter. Hollywood Headlines starts right now.
Welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your co-host, Haley Kaufman. Congrats to Maren Morris and Ryan Hurd. The country's stars have tied the knot. Morris and Hurd got married on Saturday at the Cordell in Nashville, Tennessee. The two got engaged last July, and they have been together since December of 2015. Hurd released his new song, Diamonds Are Twine, just one day before their wedding. Shortly after the wedding, Morris shared some of her favorite memories from the big day on Instagram. Her wedding dress was a custom Cabana Baker and her shoes were Gucci. The couple wanted their wedding to reflect their relationship, so it ended up being a big party. There was a margarita bar, an oyster bar, a Motown DJ, and of course, their dog. Congratulations to the happy couple.
These wedding dance moves have brought George W. Bush back into the spotlight over the weekend. Bush's nephew, Pierce Bush, got married. The 43rd President of the United States caught everyone's attention with his fancy jig. In a clip from the wedding that is quickly becoming viral on the internet, the 71-year-old can be seen getting his groove on with the bride, Sarah Beth Bush. The two danced to the tune You Spin Me Round. As the beautiful bride spun around, Bush gave a little shoulder shake and then looked like he was about to start a conga line. Let's take a look.
In a recent toxicology report, it was found that Prince's body contained an exceedingly high concentration of the opioid fentanyl. The concentration of fentanyl in Prince's blood was 67.8 micrograms per liter. Dr. Lewis Nelson said, "The amount in his blood is exceedingly high, even for someone who is in chronic pain, patient of fentanyl patches." In addition to finding the concentration in Prince's blood, the report also revealed the levels of fentanyl in Prince's liver. The report showed that the level of his liver reached 450 micrograms per kilogram. Dr. Charles McKay, president of the American College of Medical Toxicology, said the report suggests Prince took the opioid orally. However, the concentrations in the blood and liver suggest the drug had time to circulate before he died. Experts claim there is no lethal level at which fentanyl can kill, nothing that people taking prescription opioids can build up a tolerance. So while one amount could kill one person, it could benefit another.
Season 1 of The Good Doctor may have just ended, but we're already getting some info on what you can expect in Season 2. David Shore has some really wonderful things in store, executive producer Daniel Day Kim told us before the show's Playfest panel. Some really nice character turns. Freddy's character, Sean's journey, is going to have a couple twists and turns that I find incredibly compelling, he added. In the finale, Sean learned that his mentor, Dr. Glassman, was dying of an inoperable brain tumor, and he was so distracted that he accidentally almost killed a patient during surgery. No one wanted to admit that it was probably Sean's mistake that nearly killed the frat boy that consumed both Molly and a whole bunch of Tide Pods, but in the end that was somehow the only conclusion, and Sean made the decision to rat himself out, despite endangering both his and Glassman's jobs. The Good Doctor will return this coming fall to ABC.
It's Captain America and Deadpool to the rescue. After Fox News' Shannon Beam called upon the Twitterverse to help make a dying boy's wish of meeting his favorite Avengers star come true, Ryan Reynolds and Chris Evans used their forces to good and offered to help. After tweeting, "Need your Twitterverse trying to help a young boy who is dying. He probably has just days. And and all he wants is a greeting from one of the Avengers, she tweeted. If you have a celeb connection, please let me know. Otherwise, could you help out with a retweet? Thank you in advance. I'm more of a reverse Avenger. The 41-year-old Deadpool star replied, but happy to help, DM me. The Captain America star then added, happy too, DM me. However, these weren't the only stars to step in and save the day. Chloe Bennett, who plays Daisy Johnson on the ABC show Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., also reached out and asked for the little boy's name. In addition, Zachary Levi, who played the DC Comics hero Shazam, as well as Marvel's Fandral in several of the Thor films, offered to help too. Paul Bettany, who played Vision in Captain America, Civil War, and in the Avengers, Age of the Ultron, reached out as well. I'm the purple on, Bethany wrote, DM me. Receiving a swarm of replies, Bream thanked the volunteers for the support and tweeted that major progress has been made in fulfilling the wish of the child. Emilio, talk about real-life superheroes.
Love is in the air and in the ballroom. Dancing with the Stars professionals Emma Slater and Sasha Farber are married. The dancers exchanged vows at Bella Blanca Event Center in Los Angeles on Sunday, but prior to that, they took first-look pictures at the Houdini Estate in Laurel Canyon. Fellow dancers Keo Mostep, Sharna Burgess, Julianne Hough, and Cheryl Burke were just some of the guests in attendance. Along with previous stars of the show, Nick and Vanessa Lachey and Drew Scott, for the big day, the 29-year-old bride donned two Ravini gowns, one fitted sheer dress with lace and a second with a whimsical sheath with a long flowy skirt ideal for dancing. The groom selected a white handmade tux by Onic Design, a designer from Dancing with the Stars. As Emma walked down the aisle, instantly locking eyes with Sasha, it was as if time stood still, wedding planner Michael Russo spilled. Their moving vows had moments of both humor and heartfelt emotion, which made the ceremony a truly special and magical thing to behold. I couldn't be more proud to have been a witness to this celebration of pure, unconditional love. Back in October 2016, the two got engaged in front of a live studio audience and the world during an episode of Dancing with the Stars. The stunt dancer said yes as confetti came down from the ceiling as the entire cast came out to congratulate the pair.
Sunday night's episode of Teen Mom OG left fans on their seats till the very end and allowed viewers to catch a sneak peek at next week's all-new show. Based on previews, we can see that Ryan Edwards and Mackenzie have the big news to share that they are expecting their first child together. We can see Mackenzie showing one of the producers, Jenny, a positive pregnancy test, although fans will have to wait just a few days until they learn more from the show. Viewers have received hints that the couple is hoping to expand their family. Husband Ryan told wife in a recent episode, "I'm ready when you're ready." The big news comes almost 4 months after the couple said, "I do," again at their original and intended wedding ceremony. Mackenzie told sources that it was the best day ever. Everything went so smoothly. It could not have gone any better. Ryan shares a son named Bentley with Teen Mom's Macy book out. Mackenzie also has a son named Hudson with her ex, Zachary Stevens. Congratulations to the family and their big news, and expecting family. Catch Teen Mom OG Monday nights at 9 p.m. on MTV.
The White House is about to get a little bit of sunshine. Former Disney star Caroline Sunshine is joining the White House press team as an assistant. The 22-year-old actress and trained dancer, who is best known for her role as European exchange student Tinka Hessenheffer, starring alongside Zendaya on the Disney Channel show Shake It Off. While attending Claremont McKenna College, the child star interned at the White House involved with the American Enterprise Institute and was an active member of her school's Model United Nations team. Prior to her internship at the White House, the dancer interned for the office of House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy and the College Republican National Committee and California Republican Party. Despite being somewhat inactive on social media for the past year, Sunshine still has over 500,000 Twitter followers and over 235,000 followers on Instagram. The actress also made an appearance in the 2010 film Marmaduke, alongside actor Owen Wilson. She also was seen more recently in the 2017 Lifetime film Mommy, I Didn't Do It, the White House captained by the reality star turned President Donald Trump has been all about hiring larger-than-life personalities and famous faces recently. Good luck to the former star and all her future endeavors.
Rumors have been up in the air about what is happening with Kendra Wilkinson and Hank Baskett's marriage recently. There has reportedly been a planned file for divorce almost after 9 years. Sources say she's been really unhappy and felt uncomfortable in the marriage and that they've been fighting a lot. Some have even spotted that the two have not been wearing their wedding rings for a while now. Amid the rumors, Kendra recently posted Instagram stories writing, "Life isn't making any sense to me right now. Sorry I've been MIA. How much strength does it take to be strong? I try so hard to be good enough, but never good enough." Last month, Kendra even admitted to having issues in her marriage to Hank. In 2014, Baskett was faced with a sex scandal, but they were able to save their marriage. Kendra, 32, and Hank, 35, got married in 2009 at the Playboy Mansion and shared 2 children together, son Hank, 8, and daughter Elijah, 3. Thought they overcame cheating rumors in 2014, it's possible the two will split up. But at the moment, they're still trying to work things out.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like if a fast food restaurant wanted to be a SoundCloud rapper? Well, wonder no more, because on Friday, the fast food chain Wendy's released a rap EP titled We Beefin'. The EP features a female rapper performing 5 tracks: Twitter Fingers, 4 for $4, Holding It Down, Clowning, and Rest in Grease, the latter of which are McDonald's and Burger King's diss tracks. Rest in Grease throws shade at McDonald's with the lyrics, "You number one, that's a joke. Why, yo, ice cream machine always broke. Why, yo, drive-thru always slow. Why, yo, innovation just can't grow. It's Queen Wendy, need I say mo." This is a reference to how McDonald's announced last year that they would be replacing its ice cream machines after years of complaints from customers. The Burger King diss track entitled Holding It Down contains the lyrics, "They love Wendy's cause everything is so quality. Can't be no king, yo. Burgers ain't the finest thing. I can't believe you peasants have such audacity," as well as, "The problem is you didn't recognize I give no clucks, so wrap it up. Turn these chickens to rubber ducks, and BK, don't think that you got away. You copied my old menu and put it out on replay." Will McDonald's and Burger King release their own diss tracks to get back at Wendy's? Only time will tell.
Some celebrities know how to blend in with a crowd and not be noticed. Zachary Quinto is not one of those celebrities. On Monday's episode of The Late Show, Quinto told the story of how he tried using a fake name to place an order at Starbucks and got totally busted for it. According to Quinto, he was in Ann Arbor, Michigan, shooting a film when he decided to go to Starbucks for a quick coffee break. Not wanting to give his real name, he said he ordered the drink under the name Josh. After giving his order, he heard a young woman sort of snickering at him. After his visit, he noticed that a young woman by the name of Sophia had called him out on Twitter for his fake allies and even what his drink order was tweeting. Zachary Quinto thinks he can come in my Starbucks, use the fake name Josh for his order, and not get recognized? Girl, check your eyebrows. He got a tall latte, almond milk, and 1 pump of vanilla. Quinto apologized for using the false name and said he sometimes gets a little nervous or self-conscious when he's by himself. He said, "Maybe people don't know me and I can go undercover." Clearly, that's not always the case, as evidenced by the tweet. We guess Quinto is going to need a disguise next time he tries to not be noticed, instead of just a simple name change.
It's been 20 years since Dawson's Creek aired its first episode on the WB, and to celebrate the anniversary, Entertainment Weekly reunited 8 fan favorites to share their memories of the drama. The magazine released 4 different solo covers featuring each of the different lead actors. Exclusive interviews were done with the cast. Katie Holmes said, "I think we've all sort of seen each other over the years, but not everybody all together." Dawson's Creek was an instant hit, following its 4 unknown leads into superstardom. Michelle Williams, who is now a 4-time Oscar nominee, said, "I loved that we were able to get in there in those formative years for people. That's why people, I think, are so connected to it." The teen show was created by Kevin Williamson, and it ran for 6 seasons from 1998 to 2003. Even though the cast was happy to get back together for the magazine, don't expect to see a reunion show anytime soon. Joshua Jackson told Ellen back in 2016 that it's been a long time, and if you put the 4 of us now next to the 4 of us then, it might be a little shocking. And when we come back, we will be talking about some of the craziest Easter traditions around the world. Stay tuned. Hollywood Headlines will be back after these commercials.
Hey man, looking to join the MUTV? Think it's gonna be fun? Well, you're wrong. Drop and give me 20. Come on! Come on! It's enough curls. Squat! Freshman thinks it's nap time. Wakey, wakey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Is this acceptable? Is this acceptable? First and last time there, freshie boy. Now carry Matt.
With the first selection in the draft, MUTV selects Hunter Conley?
Can we get strawberries? Okay.
Welcome back to Hollywood Headlines. I'm in a dark abyss. We went online and found 10 of the craziest Easter traditions around the world. Coming in at number 10 comes from France, where on Easter Monday, the people of Haut-France crack over 4,500 eggs into a huge pan to create a massive omelette, as they say in France. It is set to serve well over 1,000 people. Each family from the town gathers up all their eggs and cracks them before adding their share to the giant pan to be cooked in the middle of the main square. When the omelette is finally ready, let's just say those people will have meals for the next few days.
Next up is the good men of Hungerford, Britain, who would scoff at the whipping of women in the Czech Republic as they take on a more gentlemanlike tradition for women. The people of this southern part of England gather to elect 2 tootie men to roam the town with a flower-decorated tootie, which is a pole, handing out oranges to local women in return for a kiss.
Number 8 on the list of craziest international Easter traditions comes from Norway, where TV channels run crime shows and release a number of detective novels just before Easter. The interest in crime TV and novels is so high that even the milk cartons have short crime stories on them. People across the country flock to mountains to binge the new shows and books. The tradition began around 1923.
Coming in at number 7 on the list is butter lambs throughout Europe. A typical Eastern Russian feast is accompanied by a hunk of butter in the shape of a lamb. Why a lamb? Well, in ancient times, lambs were considered lucky, and people were sure that a lamb was not Satan in disguise.
Next takes place in Hungary, where Hungarian women dress up in traditional clothes and then on Easter get splashed with water. While this may be uncomfortable, it is definitely better than some of the others on this list.
Coming to number 5 on the craziest list goes to the Philippines. Nowhere is Easter celebrated more seriously than the Philippines. In the central province of Pampanga, many Catholics willingly volunteer to have their palms and feet nailed before being crucified by Roman-dressed people. The local mayor supports the tradition as it draws up to 60,000 people every year.
Getting to number 4 on our list comes from Greece. A typical Easter tradition for many households is to decorate eggs with many different colors. But in Greece, you will only find red eggs. Red represents the color of life, and for the Greeks, the blood of Christ. Eggs are a symbol of life, and having the eggs decorated red portrays the message of victory over death.
Next on our list of craziest Easter traditions around the world is in Colombia. The people of the country are not interested in eating chocolate eggs. Instead, they take the holiday to feast on iguanas, turtles, and even big rodents. All are considered a big delicacy for the Colombians.
Coming to the top of the list takes place in Finland, where the tradition Easterween is a tradition. Well, forget Halloween. The time to dress up as witches or werewolves and go door to door getting candy happens during Easter for Finland. Not only do children dress up, but many bonfires are held to scare away witches and Satan.
Coming in at number 1 on the craziest tradition list comes from Czech Republic and Slovakia. If you are a woman living in one of the two, it is your best interest to stay inside your home on Easter. Local men and boys roam the streets with decorated whips looking for girls to lightly whip. Don't worry, it's not supposed to hurt, but rather to encourage beauty and good health.
So, one of the things it talks about, I'm actually familiar with. Two of the things it talks about, I'm actually familiar with. Because my family, going back in our family, I believe it was my great-grandmother, was a Russian Orthodox. So we go to the Russian Orthodox church, and the butter lamb thing, like that's completely true. Like all the baskets that get blessed after the service always have little butter lambs. And also the red eggs, they hand those out at the end of service also. So accurate. I don't know about weird. I think it's fine.
How long do you think it would take to make a butter lamb?
I mean, it depends on how in-depth you want to get, you know? Like if you want to add each individual like little puff of fluff on that lamb, probably a while, but you can also probably buy them. I feel like they're probably created in a factory at this point. But yeah, Easter traditions, you know, it's crazy. But that's all the time we have to talk about crazy Easter traditions. So we're going to go take a commercial, and when we come back, we're going to be looking at the top trending hashtags on Twitter. Don't move. Hollywood Headlines will be right back.
Welcome back to Hollywood Headlines. We are now going to be taking a look at what hashtags are trending on Twitter right now. First up is, of course, Wednesday Wisdom. So, Noah, I heard you have a great Wednesday Wisdom.
Oh,
Please
yes.
share it.
Oh, yes. Are you ready for this?
I don't think I'm ready.
Any nail can fail, so don't let your hammer stammer. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom.
Well, honestly, I don't think I can top that, so you might as well just move on to the next one.
Our next hashtag, it's going. We're getting there, boys. Hashtag better yourself in 3 words. There it is, right here. Look at that beautiful graphic we have. Better yourself in 3 words. I am great. You know, I don't need to better ourselves.
That's
when
right.
We are
You should be happy.
self-confident
how you are.
enough
That's right.
to come out here and share these wonderful hashtags with all of you here in the beautiful Hollywood Hills. Let's get it for this beautiful location shot.
Yeah, you should just be happy with how you are right now.
Right,
That's
that's what I'm
perfectly
saying.
fine. You make a good point. All right, well, the third hashtag trending on Twitter is my day improves when. Well, that's so easy for me. My day improves when I have coffee.
See, I'm not a big coffee person, so I would say my day improves when my classes are over.
Well, that's good too.
I just want to sit and do absolutely nothing for the rest of the day and the rest of my life. All right. The number 4, the next one on our list, as some might say, is hashtag my dream job in 4 words. In words, 4 words. The number 4 is there. However, mine, very easy for me, Hoenn Pokemon League champion, because let's be honest, I want that Metagross. I want to be Steven.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. So for right now, I will say, one day, I'll know. That's all I have to say. I'll figure it out. I've got time.
I like it. I like it. So, yeah, hashtags. I mean, like, I'm not a big Twitter person. You a big Twitter person?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter that much. They were like, you're going to talk about hashtags. I was like, I need to see what these hashtags are about. A lot of them are very similar things. They're just like, hey, be good to yourself, dude. And I'm like, yeah, you go, internet. Thanks for being cool in the pool. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Cool
Spread
in
positivity.
the pool. Also, words of wisdom, Wednesday wisdom. Be cool in the pool.
That was so good.
It's not going to show up, no matter how much I gesture here, but that'd
Wow.
be great.
Well, I'm really going to jump
Dive
in.
right into
Yep.
that pool. That cool pool.
That's so
Awesome.
good.
Now, that's all the time we have for Hollywood Headlines tonight. Thank you to everyone for watching. I am your host, Noah Sundberg.
And I'm your co-host, Haley Kaufman. Tune in next week for more Hollywood Headlines right here on MUTV.